Okay, this is the kilometer for today. I am at Hachinohe. Alright, the scooter is here. I'm in front of the hotel. It's sunny, but since I'm so much north, it's not very hot. Don't know if you can see those cracks on the ground, even here. It's not very clear, but we have cracks on the ground. And so there is a funny story. When I arrived yesterday at the hotel, lady she showed me those cracks on the ground right here, and she said, "Oh, the hotel was closed for several days because of the earthquake." About 10 days ago, we had an earthquake. It was a 7 actually, 7 point the earthquake, and she said that the hotel was closed for several days because of the earthquake, and we have a big one here. I don't know if we can see. And then she said, "My house is okay, but I don't know if this hotel is okay." Oh my goodness. So I hope we're not gonna have an earthquake before I leave. Voila. Okay. So wow, quite. I mean, look at this here. Quite a big crack. So alright. Okay, straight up north. I'm going to the tip of Japan today, all the way to the end, like the end of the tip. I'm gonna stop at Lighthouse. It's about 117 kilometers to go there. So Hachinohe, it doesn't look like it, but actually this is downtown. The city has only 216,000 people, so it's quite a small town. And so I'm leaving the town now, going up north, and so the hotel is just right there in the corner, and it looks like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but it's just a small town. That's the thing. This is one of the main streets going out of the city up north. 117 kilometers up north, 2 hours, and then I'm going to do a loop coming back the other way, so altogether around 230 kilometers. I'm not too far from where the tsunami happened, maybe 200-300 up north, and look at this massive wall they built. So the community is right behind. There is a gate, you can go here, and there is this, I mean, like, that's a massive wall, and so you have these gates where you can go in. They can close it if they want, and the community behind is safe. So quite interesting. Here's the small fissure for it's a very tiny community. So if you see the size of the gate for a small community, maybe I just saw maybe 30 houses, no more than that. That's another massive build here. Look at the size of this. I mean, it's like 10 meters high. I don't know if the video we can see clearly, but that's another very huge way to protect for if tsunami happen again. Okay, it's big. And another one here in between. So I guess you can go under here. It's open, and look at this. Oh my goodness, it's huge things, right? To protect the community behind, to prevent the case of a tsunami. Japan did a very good job to protect its own coast. And so this is the entrance, the area where if big waves can hit, will hit here. So it's protected. You can see from this way. The gate can be closed here, as you can see. That's another massive gate. I don't know if you can see the scooter is here, and you can see the size of this. Because in 2011, that's the tsunami hit, and so Japan developed everything they could to protect against anything happening like this again. Yes, so leading, look at this size again. So yeah, I want to go in the gate, going in, driving carefully inside. So you see, this is the community. So you drive and you can see many houses. So the wall is protecting all those houses. So that's another huge wall. Way to give you a better idea. You just drive down this way, come down here, and so you can see the wave can come in and just destroy everything here. So they protect everything around. Feel very safe now like this, with this. Driving up my way. I'm in the town. It's more like a small village right there. So now running. Oh, that's a great big town actually if you look. Oh, business. Yeah, more people here. Bigger town. Alright, let's go. When I'm on transition between two places, like between two cities or two different parts of my trip, often the road I take, it's not the nicest. I remember one specific time coming back from the south, I stopped at the gas station and it was like a traffic jam. It was raining, the place was not very pretty around, and the GPS wanted me to take an highway that I was not allowed to, so I was lost, stuck in that place, unable to go out of the area. But during this time, I know, during this specific day, I know I was just in transition, just driving from the south and going back up to Tokyo. So it was not my entire trip to Japan, was not that's based on that day. Those paths, those days that you have to take, if you look, they are almost necessary when you do a trip. You cannot have every day a day where you see marvelous things. You're gonna have to travel. So between each beautiful valley and marvelous mountain top, you're gonna have to take some bumpy road. Life is the same thing. Life is not always to the top of being excited. Everything is fantastic. Everything is marvelous. One month you may be on the top of the world, and the very next month something may happen and suddenly you're at the very bottom. But you see, those days, those bumpy days when it feels uncomfortable, it feels that we are lost, in the same way they are necessary. They connect happy parts of our lives together. Life is not always up to the excitement. There are days when everything is up, and there are days that are more challenging, more difficult. So remember, when you have a bumpy day like this, when things seems not to work well, when everything seems to fall apart, remember, you're just on a journey, traveling from the beautiful valley to the marvelous top of the mountain. And this bad day is just a situation that is happening, and that is part of life. So don't stop in the middle of those bumpy road. Just go through, look forward, all the way to the next valley, to the next mountain, to the next gap. I love those roads like this, along the coast. It's one settlement after another one, and I go through the small places no cover up, and still I am cold. Check the temperature here. I'm very curious. I'm getting close to a town. Let's see, it's beautiful. That's the town. I just left the big road. And so I'm running down. Look at all those boats here, floating around this small town. Look at all those boats. It is a very nice small town here. I mean, they have a lot of boats all around. One more here. Okay, this is the inside. Look at all the boats. Look at all the boats they have. It's definitely a fishing little town. And same on the other side down there. See on that side the huge wall. And I'm not able to see, but probably on the other side of that wall there is another one probably. And so the port is just right there. The wall probably protects the entire small town. It's quite a beautiful town actually. I'm gonna go explore in the back. Okay, I'm leaving the town. Going down my way up north. It looks like I have about 1 hour left of driving. I'm all covered up. Going all the way to the top. My gas is full. I planned my driving based on the gas station, so I stopped at the last gas station.